What's up YouTube, this is Raimi from Raimi Enigma. I'm here to give you a deck profile in the July 2014 ban list. I've decided to do it on, as you can see, Lightsworn rulers. Lightsworn's recently got a structured deck in the TCG, so I picked them up from a friend. We did a deck trade. I think I gave him Infinities for them. So a shout out to you Westy1911, and thank you for the deck. So yeah, let's get straight into this. I'm running the obvious 3 Judgment Dragons because this is your main beater. As soon as you get 4 Lightsworn in the grave, you just drop him, nuke the board, and then you just completely swarm the living daylights out of your opponent. It's quite amusing when you drop 3, especially with the Dragon Rulers in here. At the moment I'm testing with just 1 Light Ray, but I think I'm going to go up to 2, as I sometimes draw or mill him and then I run out of targets for these, my Eclipse Wyverns. As soon as they hit the grave, you can banish either one of Light Ray or Judgment, and then as soon as Eclipse Wyvern gets banished, you can add whichever you banish straight to your hand. So it's a really good like searcher, but if it gets bounced back to the deck or your hand from the grave through cards like Transmigration Prophecy or Madolcha Queen Tiramisu, it can really mess up your game plan and leave you a -1 JD or whichever you banished. And then I'm running the 1 of each Dragon Ruler, although I'm tempted to take out Tidal, as I think 3 is enough, though testing will show if this is necessary. In terms of getting through my deck, I'm running 2 Curry Bandit, which I pulled recently from the Dragons of Legend box I bought. I'm trying to get a 3rd, but it's unlikely, so in its place, I put in a Mathematician just to sort of speed things up and get an Eclipse Wyvern in the grave early on. Obviously, this wouldn't be a deck with Judgment Dragon if Lightsworns were involved, so we've got the triple Lumina. This is a staple in any Lightsworn deck. The fact that you can ditch any card, like Necro Gardener or Eclipse Wyvern to the grave to special summon the Lightsworn, it's just overpowered. And I run the 2 Raiden. This is one of the new support for Lightsworn that came out in the structure deck, and it's really good when you use it with Gareth, because during your main phase you can mill 2, and then Gareth will automatically mill 2, and if there's any Lightsworns there, you get to draw a card for each, which is why I really love running Gareth, not only for the name. For the other names, you've got an Eren. This helps me against, like, if my opponent decided in hands during game 2/3, it really helps because people like to set their hands. Running 1 Lila, though I'd rather run 2, having trouble getting hold of the second one. 1 Jane, again for the name, and 1 Minerva. Minerva's really good for the fact that it helps you get through your deck really quickly and helps you get more chance of going through an Eclipse Wyvern. So that's all the Lightsworn stuff. And then for the other cards, we have the 3 Necro Gardener. This lets you negate an attack once per turn. I'm struggling to decide which is better, this or Rainbow Karibo. But at the moment I'm using this. And then if I see that Rainbow Karibo is a better choice, I'll pick some up. The typical Honest. And then I'm also taking in 2 Black Dragon Collapse Serpents because it allows me to go into rank 4 plays even easier, and I can just banish an Eclipse Wyvern to special summon it, and obviously that triggers and gives me either Judgment Dragon or Light Ray Diablos to my hand. Then I'm running the 1 Card Trooper for the mills, and then 1 Debris Dragon to go with the Card Trooper, though I think I'm going to take this out when we get Felice, so I can start running some of them. That's all for the monsters. Spell-wise, I'm running the 3 Solar Recharge, which is stapled in a Lightsworn deck again. 1 Charge of a Light Brigade. Still can't believe this was at 3 at some point. This was when I wasn't playing, but when it was at 3, oh god. Glad I wasn't playing then. And then running 2 Soul Charge. And then I'm only maining 2 traps, which are 2 Phoenix Wing Wind. I was going to main 2 Breakthrough, but I think this is better because obviously it allows me to discard either Dragon Rulers, which is it's basically bouncing a card, spinning it to the top of the deck for absolutely no cost because it's a Dragon Ruler, and then again using it with cards like Eclipse Wyvern and Necro Gardener. It just helps you go so plus. That's all for the main deck. For the extra deck, this is incomplete as I've yet to get a Draco sack, but for the Synchros, I'm running 1 Star Eater because it's just irresistible to run this when you can just go Tempest and Raiden or any other Dragon Ruler and Raiden into Star Eater, and it gives your opponent a tough time getting over it because whatever they activate in response to his attack, it can't stop him. I'm running the 1 Leo. I'm running 3 level 8 Synchros, Crimson Blader for the mirror match, stop my opponent bringing out a JD or anything of the same sorts. I've yet to actually summon it though. Stardust Dragon, just because it's Stardust. And then a Scrap Dragon, which I use a lot with Mech-Equipped Engineer to really make my opponent go minus. For the level 7 synchros, I'm running 3 of them. I'm running 1 Arcanite Magician. I think this is a really good card because it helps you clear out the back row before you drop JD. So they've got a lot less chance of actually being able to stop the play. Plus it can force out a Solemn Warning if they don't want their cards to be hit, which again means there's more room for JD to breathe. Running the 1 Black Rose because Lumina Raiden. 2 card Black Rose is just so good. And then I'm running the 1 Michael, which is another new support card that has come out. It lets you banish a card at the cost of 1,000 life points, and then when it's destroyed, shuffle in any number of Lightsworns from the grave into the deck, except for this one, and you get back 300 life for each one. So it's really helpful, but sometimes it lets you set up for JD sort of, because if you have multiples of a certain Lightsworn in the grave, it means you can increase your deck size and stop you decking out. For XCs, I run 2 rank 3s. I run 1 Leviair so I can recycle my banished Wyverns to get them in the grave faster for rank 4 plays. And I'm also running 1 Mech-Equipped Engineer, which I use a lot with cards like Scrap Dragon and Judgment Dragon. It's a great card. I'm glad I run it, but I'm trying to get hold of a Ghost Trick Alucard at the moment, but it's not going well. For rank 4s, I'm running the typical Abyss Dweller for the mirror match. Running Gagaga Cowboy because it's Gagaga Cowboy. Plus, the thing about these is it also gives you an extra attribute for both Tidal and Redox to banish. That's why I like them so much. And I'm also running 1 Star Liege because it's so easy to go into, and then by basically making your opponent a sitting duck, whack. By making your opponent a sitting duck, they can't exactly do a lot with their monster, and they've got to basically let it die unless they're about to lose, in which case they're going to do whatever they can to protect it. I run 2 rank 7s at the moment. I'm running Master of Blades, which is sort of in place for Dracosack at the moment because I don't have it, but this is still a pretty good card in its place because as soon as they target it, you can just detach to negate it, and then you can destroy any other card in the field at the same time. And then I'm also running number 11 Big Eye, purely because it's Big Eye. You can go into it easily with 2 Dragon Rulers or Daedalus after you've used its effect to spin a face down. It's a great card, really. I'm loving the Lightsworn rule deck. It's great at the moment. Alright, that's my deck profile. Hope you all enjoyed it, guys. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I will catch you later. This is Raimi, signing out.